Hey, hello, first grade. This will be math lesson 104. And I am coming to you live on location from the west side of the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a big decision made. And the decision is I have decided to change the border of this bulletin board. Ladies and breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. We're going to change the border of this. What's border, you say? Well, it's what is going around the outside of this bulletin board. The outside of the bulletin board. I'm going to replace it. So I'm going to go to the border store and say, hey, I need some new border. And they're going to say, hey, how much do you need? And I'll say, well, it's about this big, and it's about this tall. How much is that? And they're like, no, I need to know how much do you need? Yeah, I understand. About this much and this much. And they're going to say, no. How much in inches do you need? And I'm going to be like, oh, well, I guess I need to go measure it. So I will. Help me out, first grade. I'm going to use this microphone. Kidding, it's a yardstick. Tricked ya. This yardstick, remember a yardstick is 3 rulers long. So it's 12 plus 12 plus 12, which if we count by 12s is 12, 24, that's right, 36. This is 36 inches long, and it's a lot easier to measure using this than a ruler. So let's first measure the bottom of the board. So if I were to put it on the bottom, and I need to mark it there and keep going. All right. The bottom is, well, this is again 36 inches, and it was 36 plus 24. 36 plus 24. 36 plus 24. 36 and 24. Let's do some mental computation. 36, let's think about the 6, and 24. What's 6 and 4? That's right, 10. So the 0 comes down, the 10 moves next door. 36 and 20. 30 and 20 plus the 1. What's 3 plus 2? 5 plus 1? 6. So 60 inches. And if the bottom is 60 inches, then what do you think the top is? That's right. They are equal. 60 inches and 60 inches. Okay, that's a good start. Now I need to measure the sides. Do you think this looks like a square or a rectangle? Raise your hand for square. Raise your hand for rectangle. All right, well, there's only one way to find out for sure. You might be tricking your eye, or you might be right. Let's measure the side. If I measure this side, okay, I'm going to put my finger there to help me remember where. And, yes. This will be 36 plus another 12. What is 36 plus 12? Well, if I'm adding my ones, 36, the 6 from 36 and the 2 from 12. What's 6 plus 2? Okay, 8. And then let's add the 10s. 33 and 12, 1. 3 plus 1, 4. So 48. Is that a square or a rectangle? If this is 60 and 60, and this is 48, then this must be 48. That's right, it's a rectangle. So to buy a border for this board, I had to measure the outside of it. And it has a name. It's called the perimeter. Say it with me. Perimeter. Say it again. perimeter. Say it again, perimeter. One more time now with the microphone. Perimeter, okay? The outside of a shape is called the, say it without me. One more time. That's right, the perimeter. Okay, that is the outside of a shape. But I have the measurements for each side. Now I'm going to have to do a little math to find my answer. So join me back at the board. Here we go, back to the board. Last time I paused it and I ruined it. So you just get to walk with me back to the board. See, we're live. Okay, we're not, but I mean, I am. You are. We are alive. Anyway, here are our numbers. Let's find out what the perimeter, say it again, perimeter, say it again, perimeter, the outside of the shape measures. Say it with me. Always add your ones first. What is 4 plus 4? What is, I don't know what I'm looking at, first grade. What is 8 plus 8? Yes, 16. The 6 comes down. The 10 moves next door. And as I look over here, I see a little bit of helpful, a group of 10, and another group of 10. So what's 10 plus 10? 20 plus the 1, 21. So how many inches of border do I need? Or what is the perimeter of that rectangle? 216. That's right. That's a lot of border. So 216 is what I would need for the perimeter of that bulletin board. Now you're going to need your ruler as we look at page lesson worksheet 104. Can you get out lesson worksheet 104 and you need your ruler? You can see we'll be using the centimeter side, so pay attention that you're on your centimeter side, okay? What shape do you see here? It has 3 sides. His name is, that's right, triangle. So let's take a look at our triangle. Line up your 0. Let's first measure our horizontal line at the top. Line up your 0. Make sure you're on the centimeter. Measure it and fill in the blank. All right, when you measured it, you would see that it is 12 centimeters long. Let's measure the vertical. Remember, vertical is up and down, vertical. If you want to turn your paper, so I like to do that so I can measure, turn it straight so it's against my tummy, and I can measure it and I see that it is 9 centimeters. I'll turn it back straight to write 9 centimeters. Now measure your oblique, oblique, oblique. Measure that and fill it in. All right, when you measured it, you would see that it is 15 centimeters. All right, now, how do I find out what the perimeter is? That's right, I have to add them together. Does it matter if I write the 9 first, or if I start with the 12? What if I started with 15 first? I have these 3 numbers. Because of our commutative properties of addition, I can add them in any order and get the same answer because they are the same numbers. So if I take my 12 centimeters plus my 9 centimeters plus 15 centimeters, can you write that number sentence? All right. After you write your number sentence, you can do some mental computation, or, I see a little space over here, and I wouldn't mind seeing this written vertical. So I might take my 12 centimeters and my 9 centimeters and my 15 centimeters and just line them up so I can see it better. Now, what is 2 plus 9? 11. What's 11 plus 5? That's right, 16. The 6 comes down, the 10 moves next door. What is 1 plus 1 plus 1? That's right, 3. So what is the perimeter of this triangle? Yes, 36 centimeters, and I'm going to put it down here, 36 centimeters. All right, let's look at shape B. What would we call that? He has 4 sides. Do you think they are equal? Remember the bulletin board, well, it looks equal, but he was actually a rectangle. So don't let your eye trick you. But if you think it's equal, that would be a square. And let's go ahead and start with our horizontal. Go ahead and measure your horizontal and fill it in. You would have seen it is, that's right, 10 centimeters. If the top is 10, what is the bottom? Of course, he will match at 10. And if it's a square, because square means equal sides, what would the vertical lines be? Yes, but to double check, I'm going to turn it to my tummy and just check he's not tricking my eye. Ah, he is a square. He is also 10 centimeters on the vertical line, which means this side is also 10 centimeters. Okay, so now we've measured all the sides of the square and we need to write a number sentence. Go ahead and write your number sentence, including all the sides. And what is, well, count with me, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's right. What's the perimeter? 40 centimeters. All right, let's turn it over. And what do you see on the back? Shape C, that's right. But what shape is shape C? Okay. He's a rectangle, that's right. So let's start measuring his sides. Let's measure his horizontal. And you'll see, oh, he is 10. If the top is 10, first grade, tell me about the bottom. Also 10. Now I'm going to turn my paper to my tummy for just easier measuring. Go ahead and measure your vertical lines and fill them in. That's right. We have 14 centimeters, which means this side is also 14 centimeters. Now we have to find our perimeter. Perimeter. Will you trace that with your finger? Everybody start up here. Ready? Say the word with me. Oops. Let me try again where my paper doesn't slide. All right, let me hold on tight. Perimeter. Again, perimeter. What's it called? Perimeter. And what does it measure? The outside of a shape. Let's write our number sentence. I have 2 10s. Again, it doesn't matter what order. We get the same answer because of commutative properties of addition. All right. Now, let's try a little mental computation here. How about 10 plus 10? That's 20. 20 plus 14. 20. This would be 20, then 30, 34, and then 44, 48. That's right. The perimeter of this shape is 48 centimeters. Go ahead and fill that in. All right, that is the perimeter. Now, show me again with your hand. Perimeter, ready? Perimeter. Again, perimeter. One more time, perimeter. And what does a perimeter measure? That's right, the outside of a shape. All right, that was lesson 104. Oh, let me look at our worksheet and see if there's anything new and exciting. Worksheet 104, measuring with centimeters and practicing dividing. Here we do have an odd number, so you'll have you know what. And, oh, here, look at that. First grade, you're going to get a chance to measure and label, write a number sentence, and the perimeter. All right? And here's some multiplication. Remember what we practiced. All right, that's the end of lesson 104.